And I'm live. What's going on, you guys? This is Dementia Scott back at you once again with a brand new live stream, and welcome to a brand new live stream review where me and a guest that I will be bringing up here soon, we're going to be reviewing Terminator 2 Judgment Day, one of the best action, most beloved considered movies of all time. If you guys are brand new to my channel, be sure to give this stream a thumbs up. If you want to comment down below, be sure to do that. And subscribe to my guest's channel in the description below. You can also find me on Facebook and Instagram with the same name as usual, Dimension Scott, where I talk about all things physical media. So joining up here is Dawson Young. What's up, man? What's up, buddy?
What's going on?
Going on, dude. So Dawson Young, please introduce yourself for new incomers so they can subscribe to your channel.
Well, my name is Dawson Young, and I review movies on YouTube. And I just hit 50 subscribers a few weeks ago. And yeah, so I do a lot of movie reviews and other stuff. So if that's something that you're interested in, please subscribe.
And we got AJ's Movie Place stopping by here. What's going on, man? Thank you for stopping by. All right, so let's get into our review right now. So what's your history with this movie?
Well, of course I wasn't around when it first came out. But I think I remember my dad showing me this movie. I think after he showed me the first one, he showed me this one. And like you said, this is one of the very best movies in the franchise, and I totally agree.
All right. Now, for me personally, this movie came out a couple of years before my time, so I didn't get around to watching this movie until by the time Terminator Dark Fate was coming out. So I wanted to give these Terminator movies another chance. Unfortunately for me, when I was growing up as a kid, I never saw the movie on TV, VHS, DVD, because I grew up in a community family where, I wasn't very much allowed to watch movies. Really fear that about gun violence these days. So I don't think I would have probably not been allowed to watch the movie as a kid until I got older. I recall going to cinema back in 91 to see this. Cool. The Marvel and DC Marsland says this is one of those movies that deserves the title of classic cinema. It's a great movie. I think it is definitely amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So when I watched the movie for the first time, I was hugely blown away by this cinematic action. I did watch the first Terminator movie before this one. When Arnold was the evil Terminator, and then in this movie he plays the more good guy, the protector of our John Connor. So great action, great performances, the T-1000, and really great action from start to finish, and it does not drag. Anything else you want to say, Dawson?
Yeah, obviously this is one of the greatest. Well, I wouldn't say it's a great movie. It is a good movie. Like, I do love this movie. And I do think all the stuff that you said is true, and I do really like this movie a lot.
All right. So what are the goods you want to say about the movie?
Mm, well, Arnold, as always, does a great job. Um, Linda Hamilton's great. The story's great. The script is great. The action's great.
All right, for my goods, I love every single action. It is repeatable. Um, Arnold Schwarzenegger goes from this evil Terminator to a good Terminator to learn how to be more human under John Connor's leader, John Connor. And I like the villain and Sarah Connor, who is this more badass like soldier from the original.
Mm-hmm.
The pacing from start to finish does not drag at all. There's not a single dull moment in this movie. I would even go as far as say as if you watch the director's cut, it's still amazing from start to finish. Not a single drag in this movie at all. Like I don't think there's not a single sequence in this movie that should have been maybe cut out just for the sake of runtime shorter. Okay,
Yeah.
before you continue any further, let's go to these comments here. AJ Movie Place says second best Terminator film after the original. Yes. Um, and I will get into at the end of this review about which one do I think I prefer and what I want to see in a new Terminator film if we ever get a new Terminator film someday. The Marvel and DC Marshland says, "See, I was born in '91, so missed seeing it on the big screen. Unfortunately, I'm the same here. But the best to my knowledge, this is one of the first Arnold movies I remember watching. You know something? The first Arnold movie I watched was Batman and Robin as a kid.
Mm.
I did not know about Terminator at all. That's just that is goofy. That is hilarious because I
Mm-hmm.
know everybody does not like Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze. All
Mm-hmm.
right, so is there any mix you have about the movie?
Mm. Honestly, no. I really don't. I really don't think there's anything bad about this movie, to be honest.
Okay. Personally, I don't have any mixes either, but I will get into something what I prefer about the first one. And so you have nothing bad to say?
No.
Nothing bad to say. All right, so the reason why I'm going to get into what I personally prefer in the first one than this movie does, and I will compare it to Alien and James Cameron Aliens because they feel the same way to me. But I actually like Terminator and this movie quite equally. I the thing is I prefer about the Terminator, the first one, is the horror thing about that movie. Um, this movie doesn't. This movie kind of gets rid of horror, like aliens did. I think I still really like that more scary, intimidating type of thing about these killing machines in the first one that makes them a lot more creepy. Now the villain in this movie, he does have intimidating performance. As for our good Terminator, he is the more hero in this movie, and I personally would like a more horror type of direction in a new Terminator film if we ever get a new film someday. Go back to the original Terminator with the horror sci-fi aspect of that movie too. Similar to what they did with that movie Prey from a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think of that?
Yeah, I think if we ever do get a new Terminator movie, I really hope that it is better than the other ones that we got after Terminator 2. And to be honest, I think if you're going to watch the Terminator movies, just watch these two and forget the other ones.
You know, over the years, I've heard really divisive. Some people, I know a lot of people don't like T3. There are some people who really do defend Terminator Salvation. Not so. I don't hear a lot of people like Terminator Genesis, but there's quite some people who do defend the controversial Terminator Dark Fate. But if you ask me, I don't mind Terminator 3. I think it's enjoyable. Salvation is the most boring. Genesis is okay, and Dark Faith is okay. I'm not controversial about it like a lot of people are. So, on the scale from 1 to 10, how would you rate this movie?
Easily a 10.
Good. I will give this movie a 10 out of 10, but I'm going with the first one because it's more horror than this movie. And back to what I was saying about the two Alien films, I prefer the first Alien compared to Aliens. I still don't even get the praise about personally with Aliens, the second movie. But these two movies, they're equals to me. I don't feel like Alien and Aliens are equals to me in my opinion.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, guys. So we appreciate everyone who stopped by here. Let's get into these comments here. The Marvel and DC Marston says Batman and Robin is a rough intro to Arnold. He also says, while I agree the first Terminator has horror vibes, I feel T2 does as well, and the T1000 is terrifying. True.
Mm-hmm.
And agree. Terminator 3 has some fun moments. I agree. I don't think it is as bad as people say. Does it take things in a more kind of goofy direction? I guess I can understand, but I will defend the TX villain in that movie. She is great. She will mess you up. I will let her mess me up whatsoever. I like watching actress play the TX in that movie, and I wish we could have seen probably more of her. But anyway, it is what it is. I still don't mind Terminator 3. It is still entertaining in my opinion. Out of all these, Terminator Salvation is still the most boring, and I would probably get some hate for that because I know some people on YouTube who love defending that movie. Oh, somebody's back. So are you ready to wrap this up?
Yeah.
All right, guys. So once again, please go subscribe to Dawson Young's channel. It will be in the description below. He has 50 subscribers, right?
I just got 53 a few minutes ago.
All right, that's awesome. And make sure you guys subscribe to me, and I will be back with several videos, unboxings, and live streams. I'm currently playing video games like Injustice 2, and it's doing a nice job. So that is it for this review, guys. So thank you all for watching. Thank you for being a guest on my channel, Dawson Young. You are great.
You're welcome.
And we'll catch you guys later. Peace out.